All right, so when you're done with Zeek and Velociraptor, the first few here involve using Splunk on Windows, and I think that's not worth doing. Splunk runs a lot better on Linux, and we've done enough of that. I'll mention these ones where you analyze things using Wireshark and using VirusTotal and PacketTotal, and then we'll move on to other topics. But let me just mention these ones here. This one here used VirusTotal and Wireshark to analyze a PCAP, and there's an online repository of traffic from real malware. So work on an analysis machine. Probably the best thing to do is work on your Windows machine that you can afford to get infected. I'm on a Mac, so I think it's safe enough to work locally here, but not on a Windows machine you love. So download this thing and then unzip it. And the password is infected. All right, so that gives you a PCAP when you unzip it. And one thing you can do is you can analyze the PCAP at VirusTotal, the Google website that analyzes things for free. So I should be able to drag and drop it there. Okay, and it'll analyze it. Now, when I did this before, it would tell you it's a packet capture, so these antivirus engines won't detect it. Now, the screenshot from when I did this before, it showed you that the traffic analysis tools like Suricata were detecting the infection on this page, but it doesn't anymore. But if you go to details, it does show you. If you scroll down a bit, it gives you useful information about the file, like the hash and the names, and then it shows you the requests it makes. You can see what websites it goes to. And now you can see snort alerts and Suricata alerts. And so these are detected malicious activity. Um, so you can see, for example, potentially bad traffic going to a DNS spoof here, attempted to get a privilege escalation. A network Trojan was detected. Uh, and down here, a network Trojan was detected, a web application attack, and so on. So these are very useful things, and you don't have to have any analysis tools at all. You can just send it up to the website, and they'll do the analysis for you, which is very handy. That's the joy of VirusTotal. And so there's flags to find there. And you can also analyze it with Wireshark. And so we're going to do it, and we're going to look at the HTTP traffic. So I'll just double click it. That'll launch it in Wireshark. Yes, all right, there we go. And now HTTP. All right. And now, if you have HTTP traffic, then what you can do is you can notice if you go down here and expand the Hypertext Transfer Protocol, you see HTTP requests. And one thing is they have a user agent here. Now, this long user agent starting with Mozilla is common for a web browser, but we're going to see if you right-click this, you can add it as a column, apply as column. And I've already done that here. So you could add it to the top here, the user agent itself, and now you can easily see it and you can sort by it. And when you do that, then you can easily see what user agents are available. So here's a bunch of things that have no user agent. And here's the ones that have these real Mozilla user agents that are long and complicated. And there are 3 packets that have this strange user agent of Mozilla, which is not normal at all. That's some kind of attempt to imitate a web browser, but it's not really a web browser. And so find them and go down here and you find this funny looking URL going to some European website on a very strange port. That's a suspicious URL. So if you look at the full request URI down here, you'll find more information, and there's a flag in there. So this is one indication that it's doing something malicious and nasty. And then we can get rid of the user agent column now that we're done with it. Remove this column. Okay. And now we're going to do HTTP and frame contains PHP. This is one of my favorites. This is the way to do a grep search inside Wireshark. Ampersand, ampersand is two conditions, and frame contains is just a way to look for a string anywhere in a packet. And I want PHP. I use this a lot. I guess I'm going to have to put quotes around the PHP now. In previous versions, you didn't have to. There, okay. So be aware of that. They make you put quotes around the find string now. They keep changing Wireshark, of course, to drive us all nuts. And so now there are PHP requests here. There's really only a few. And so you see get plugins, get WordPress content. The only strange is the Facebook like click shown below. They get plugins. And that's strange because here it's going to someplace called like PHP, and then it has href equals something like Facebook up there. Let's just, there, you see down here, this is http://facebook.com. This is a PHP file inclusion vulnerability where it's supposed to have some local file here probably, and you fill it in with some file on another server. That's one of the common vulnerabilities of PHP, PHP file inclusion. All right. Now, another thing to know about, if you have a packet capture that downloads files, you can get all the packets, get all the downloaded files directly from Wireshark. This is very handy. File, export objects, HTTP. It'll show you all the objects that were downloaded. And you can just save them all in a folder. You can also just analyze them and filter them right here. Here's small ones. Here's big ones, 327 kilobytes. These are JPEG images, apparently. And there's other things here. And you can just save them all in a folder and then analyze the files. That makes it very easy to see what files have been moved in a PCAP. And so if you save them all, then you'll find some a viewable image in there with a flag in it. And there's another one here, IR304. And this one here is a zip file. When you unzip it, you'll have a packet capture. And when you analyze it in Wireshark, you'll find, use the same procedure I just showed you. You'll find the files it downloads, and you'll find a large file that it downloads. And then you can carry on and then just upload it to VirusTotal to analyze it more. So you can have fun with VirusTotal and PacketTotal there if you want to see how to analyze unknown files to see how malicious they are. So let me stop this recording.